Though Queen Elizabeth II reigned for 70 years, effectively shaping the modern monarchy, her son undoubtedly won't enjoy comparable longevity. Indeed, Elizabeth's life was generally free from illness, her health only starting to decline in her mid-90s following a bout of COVID-19 and an alleged bone marrow cancer diagnosis. However, King Charles II's heartbreaking cancer diagnosis in February 2024 came at the age of 75, which is relatively young considering that both his parents lived a few years shy of their centenaries. Hello and welcome to Royal Scandal. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell so as not to miss out on any news updates. Subsequently, the King's cancer health crisis and ongoing treatment have led to significant speculation about Charles's future on the throne, as well as anxiety for his successors. Charles's cancer has put William and Catherine in frightening proximity to ascending the throne just when they had hoped for a span of years to parent their children out of the public eye, royal expert Tina Brown wrote in the New York Times. The prospect of it, I am told, is causing them intense anxiety. With His Majesty's future in the firm clouded by uncertainty, let's take a look at what each royal's role could be in King Charles's funeral. When King Charles III dies, Prince William will immediately become king. As reigning monarch, he'll play a pivotal role in his father's funeral. Though Charles's death plan, Operation Mina Bridge, differs slightly from Queen Elizabeth's, much of the same protocol with regard to funeral arrangements will remain. Sources who spoke to the Daily Beast in April 2024 claimed funeral arrangements for Charles had already been updated, with the king reportedly sicker than he's been letting on. The plans have been dusted off and are actively being kept up to date, an insider explained. It's no more than what you would expect given the king has been diagnosed with cancer. When Elizabeth died, a solemn Charles led the funeral procession. Accordingly, William is also likely to lead the funeral procession, being both King of the United Kingdom and the grieving eldest son. Since King Charles II's cancer diagnosis, Camilla, Queen Consort, has been praised for stepping up for a seemingly endless succession of royal duties, all while supporting her husband in his time of need. But if the king dies, her role within the monarchy will immediately diminish. However, Camilla, who will then be known as Queen Dowager, will still play a vital role in her husband's funeral. In Charles's case, his widow may wish to lay flowers from his treasured garden on his coffin as a sweet tribute to his passion for horticulture. These could be flowers picked from the gardens of Clarence House, the king's official residence. Unlike Prince William, who will no doubt lead his father's funeral procession, the grieving Camilla will likely follow the coffin in a car, as the Queen Mother did when King George died. During Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, there was a slightly toe-curling moment in which mourners King Charles II's wife included had to sing God Save the King, with many accidentally uttering Queen. Camilla, Queen Consort, was seen looking somewhat awkward as she sang the words to her own husband. At Charles's funeral, Princess Catherine will also have to sing God Save the King to her newly throned husband, which may feel rather surreal. Catherine, who will become Queen Consort when Prince William ascends the throne, is expected to arrive at the funeral in a car with her children and mother-in-law, Camilla. She will then join her husband in walking behind the coffin, as Camilla did with Charles at the Queen's memorial. Although Prince Harry and Prince William's relationship remains frosty at best, there's no doubt that the former will want to return to the UK to pay his respects to his late father when he dies. Harry is expected to join the funeral procession along with his brother, William. This follows royal tradition, with Queen Elizabeth II's 4 children King Charles III, Princess and Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward leading the procession at Her Majesty's funeral in 2023. The Queen's children also held a vigil at her coffin, observing 10 minutes of silence, which William and Harry are also expected to do at Charles's funeral. Prince William and Meghan Markle's relationship has been strained ever since the latter married into the House of Windsor. According to bombshell revelations in Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, William viewed Meghan as an interloper from the outset and allegedly reiterated negative assumptions about the Duchess propagated by the right-wing UK tabloids. Following the release of his brother's controversial memoir, William has reportedly distanced himself from Harry even more. He even seemingly made a dig at Harry and Meghan during King Charles II's coronation, emphasizing that the importance of service was central to his father's values. It's quite possible that Meghan could be barred from attending her father-in-law's funeral. This will be a matter for His Majesty and the Earl Marshal, who is in charge of coordinating royal funerals, to discuss at their own discretion. However, William may not want to start his ascension to the throne on a sour note, thus allowing his brother's wife to attend the service. When he dies, King Charles III will leave behind 5 grandchildren: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Prince Archie, and Princess Lilibet. Though they're still incredibly young, Charles's grandchildren may be called upon to perform their royal duties sooner than expected. During Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, all 8 of her grandchildren stood vigil by her coffin for 15 minutes. It was one of the most poignant moments in the service, exemplifying the unwavering devotion of the monarch's grandchildren in the wake of her death. Since her brother's cancer diagnosis in 2024, Princess and has been going above and beyond in covering royal duties, hailed as the hardest-working royal. Due to her resounding commitment, she may be given a prominent role in King Charles II's funeral, with the future King William perhaps expressing gratitude to his aunt for her exemplary output as Princess Royal. Moreover, Anne's dedication is twofold, considering that William himself has also been absent from some royal duties due to his wife, Princess Catherine, being diagnosed with cancer around the same time as his father. Ever since his association with Jeffrey Epstein came to light, Prince Andrew has effectively been shunned by the royal family. Following a car crash interview with BBC Newsnight in 2019, in which he attempted to justify continuing his relationship with Epstein despite the billionaire's conviction for sex crimes, Andrew stepped back from royal duties. By 2022, he was stripped of his military titles and the right to use his HRH designation. Andrew's public humiliation and black sheep status were palpable at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. A Falklands War veteran, Andrew was barred from wearing his military uniform, standing out as an anomaly among his 3 siblings, who were all decked out in the regalia. It's highly probable that he will be similarly relegated to pariah status at King Charles II's funeral. As King Charles II's youngest brother, Prince Edward can be expected to join his siblings in leading the funeral procession when the monarch dies. Along with his sister, Princess, and Edward will be permitted to wear a military uniform as he pays his respects to his brother and holds vigil by his casket. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Prince.